Christmas in July, you guys. Yes, the title is correct. I am doing a Christmas in July video for you guys. I have come up with a lot of ideas that I want to share with you guys to just kind of kickstart your Christmas thinking. I know it's not Christmas time yet, but that way you can kind of gauge on what you want to do, how you want to do it, because maybe you will get some ideas from this video. So I definitely wanted to share this, and hopefully you guys all like it. So without further ado, let's hop into the video. Let's start this Christmas DIY off with Christmas logs. You guys, grabbing some noodles from the Dollar Tree, and I actually grabbed a lot because I'm going to do a lot more projects around Christmas time, but I really wanted to give you guys a couple of ways you could use them. I created Christmas logs, and all I did was cut 3 logs the same size. I painted the top so you couldn't see the actual noodle, and I just tied one of those ropes around it, which just created that warmth feeling, and I just placed it in a little basket. I threw some snow on there. You just have to think of creative ways to just spice it up a little bit and fix it and make it cute for the winter time. You can also create a tiered candle look with the noodles, you guys. Just, of course, cut it in different sizes. I got different paper. I used tea candles on the top and put it on a white plate. You can use a Christmas plate, just anything that you choose to use. The next Christmas DIY I did were snowflakes. I created snowflakes with old school clothespins from the Dollar Tree. I simply just took a clothespin, I snapped it in a different direction so that little metal piece that is on there would snap off. I hot glued them together, and then I created a snowflake pattern on the desk there. It turned out so beautiful. I even went back and got a smaller set of clothespins to create a 2-dimensional look on the snowflake. It turned out beautiful. I painted mine white. You can, of course, you don't even have to paint it because it was actually cute without the paint also, but you can add glitter on it, use some of that Mod Podge, and just create whatever look you want to. The next Christmas DIY that I did were some Christmas globes using wine glasses from the Dollar Tree, and that turned out beautiful. I had never made these type of globes. I'm actually going to do a lot of these around Christmas time because this was my favorite project out of everything, you guys. So all I did was hot glued a mirror. The mirror I got from the Dollar Tree also. They have these cute mirrors right now that has frost around the edges. They have round and square. So I used that and created this little globe Christmas look. Oh my gosh, it turned out beautiful. And what I did was also painted half of the glass, and I added some of the little jewels on the bottom of the cup, and it just elevated it. I am actually excited about making more of these around Christmas time. The next DIY that I'm going to do is I'm going to create candy canes. You guys, when I tell you, you need to go to the Dollar Tree and get a lot of these noodles because there are so many things that you can do with these swim noodles. All I did to create this candy cane is I got some white tape. Now I did have to get the white tape at Hobby Lobby because I could not find any at the Dollar Tree, and you just kind of wrap it around like you see me doing here. And I bought some fish net. It's like the line that they use to actually catch fish. I bought that because you cannot see that, you know, from far away. And this turned out so cute also. You guys, I'm so excited to show you what I'm going to do for Christmas. I'm not going to even tell you, but it's going to be beautiful, you guys. And I love this candy cane ideal. So the next project that I did was a total fail for me, only because it just did not stay rounded like I needed to. So I just kind of scrapped that in this video, but I did kind of want to show you guys how I started it because I know it still would be a good idea for some of you. And that is something that I want to do. It's just a lollipop, and I'm going to use cellophane paper to actually wrap it and put a ribbon around it for Christmas. So I still wanted to show you guys, even though I failed at making it, I just still thought it was a good idea. So of course, after you wound it up like this, you can find a stick, kind of stick it up in there, and then wrap it in that cellophane paper and put that ribbon around it. I know it's going to turn out cute. My next DIY is going to be candy using ornaments. So I simply I got some of that cellophane paper and I cut one end of it because these actually came in bags, but it was the right size that I needed. You put the ornament in there and you just twist each end of the paper. You can add some cute ribbon to it, just all kind of things to it. But this is definitely something that I'm going to make more of also around Christmas time. My next Christmas in July DIY is going to be a ornament Christmas tree. This was such a clever idea also. I got that little piece of wood that's at the bottom there from the Dollar Tree. Right now, you guys, if you haven't been to the Dollar Tree, you have got to go to the Dollar Tree because they have so many things you would not even think they would carry. At least at my Dollar Tree they do. So I got all the ornaments. I just created tiers, of course, to make it look like a Christmas tree, and I just hot glued them together. Of course, Chloe wanted to get involved with this one, and this turned out really cute also. And again, I'm going to actually be making another one of these for Christmas. You guys, the next Christmas DIY is going to be a melted snowman. You can simply buy a hat, 2 eyes, a nose, and just make the cotton look like it's kind of coming off of his body and he's melting, and that would be such a great idea for Christmas. Now the next DIY is definitely a classic, just using simple pine cones, some Mod Podge, and putting that on there. And I put fake snow on mine. I would probably use a Christmas plate and use it as a centerpiece. I definitely want you guys to all let me know which Christmas DIY that you loved. And until the next video, bye guys.